just that. This I polarized difference. Notarized signet. I'm polar ice dripping. You're overpriced tripping.
Yo, what is up, everybody? All the million viewers that we have out there.
Hell yeah.
Manifest
it.
Yeah. We're back with another episode. Today we have a very special guest, and just gonna get to it. He goes by Kayos, but some may know him by Calvin.
Yeah,
but mostly Kayos, and he is a local artist, but he's also, you're like, I don't know how to explain you really, because you're just out there working, right? You're just out there doing your thing.
Yeah, I mean, not anything, but a lot of things that involve art, mainly music, that's my thing. And whether it's recording music or doing live shows, that's my main, my main go-to. But dude, I do photography, like all the artwork that you see with my my songs, any sort of videos, it's all organic. Like I go out, like the Flows poster, which was funny because I made it. I got off a 12-hour shift, went into the Sundial Bridge, took a picture of it, went home and edited it, and then sent it to the group chat that we have for the poster. And they were like, "Oh, this is cool," or whatever. "Did you get this off Google Images?" And I was like, "No, dude, this is me. Like I went and took this morning, So everything's organic, So
that's cool, man. You got to do it yourself. Yeah, I even texted you. I was like, "Dude, that is a great photo."
Yeah. Dude, sometimes it's like, you don't know what to expect. You're like, I'll go and take some pictures. You're like, those are trash. Or sometimes you're like, damn, that actually turned out pretty damn good. So
yeah, some days it just hits, like the lighting and everything. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
A bird flies by at the right time.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, just finger crossed. Luckily, I've learned along the way is what's gonna work and what's not. But every once in a while you're surprised. So, but yeah, I'm glad it turned out good. So.
Oh, it's beautiful. Let's get into it. Yeah, you took that photo and you made like a poster for Flows by the River, third annual Flows by the River, in fact.
Yeah.
And you have multiple artists on there. This is actually going to happen August 5th, which is 2 days from now. But hopefully today when I post it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, good shit. I'm excited, man. It's crazy. When I first started the journey of doing this, even the first show that we did out in Happy Valley, you were there.
I was there.
And, one of the day ones. And then I was just like, bro, we got to start doing shows. Like, we've got to build this community. And it was just like, it wasn't a whole lot of thought put into it. Like, the shows, yes, but like, it was just like execute, and that's what it was. And Flows by the River was just I think it was inspiration by seeing the lack of, not the community, but the scene in music. Yeah, it was the lack of scene, because like when I came up, like I've been making music for 10 years, and none of this stuff happened, and then all of a sudden, like after 2021, like just shows everywhere now for all kinds of different genres and stuff. And you had your shows that still happened, but
no, that's the cool thing. Let's explain more what Flows by the River is. So Flows by the River is, you usually throw a concert with local artists around is it fall time? Not really.
It's like summertime. I try and do it when kids are like off school and stuff like that. So like, the families can come out and stuff. So yeah.
And it's located at the Anderson River Park, exactly where they do the Mesquite Serenade. Is that the Mosquito Serenade?
Mosquito Serenade, yeah. That's where everyone knows that. So same amphitheater. They just remodeled it, which looks damn nice.
I haven't been there since.
Me neither. I've only seen pictures, so I'm excited. I'm excited this weekend. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it looks damn nice. It makes sense why they upped the venue fee. I was like, what the hell? Then I saw the pictures, like, makes sense.
Yeah, because before I used to skate there all the time. And, there was nothing. There was maybe like a frame, but there wasn't really like light setups or like anything. I don't even know how to explain, because I don't know what all that stuff is called.
Yeah, it wasn't a whole lot to it. Just metal beams and cement, and it was pretty basic. But they definitely upgraded. So.
But that kind of like upgrades your show in a way.
It does.
Like, this is the big one.
Yeah, no, it helps. And Yeah, it looks bigger too. So yeah, it feels very monumental and like, extreme. So
extreme and nerve-wracking, I bet.
Yeah. A little bit. Yeah. Especially like we don't do ticket sales, so it's we kind of try and judge it off like the Facebook event, but that's not guaranteed either. So, it's like there may be 50 people, there may be 300. So. Right.
But you guys are, what else you guys are doing there? You guys are having, I think it was 13 artists?
13, yeah.
But you're also having, there's going to be food trucks there.
Food trucks, yeah. So we got a taco truck. I can't remember the name. It slips me right now.
Shasta Taqueria?
No. It's some red truck. I can't remember offhand. I think it starts with a B. But and then we got an ice cream truck there as well. I was really last minute on things. Just, dude, time escapes you, especially after having a kid. You're like, shit, like time just like goes even faster, and you're like, fuck, man, But I'm not gonna blame it on that. It's just, just happened and got a little behind, but it's all good. We're making it happen, and it looks like we're gonna have one of the biggest shows so far.
It's gonna be huge.
Yeah, it's grown every year.
It's grown, yeah. So the first one started a couple years ago? 2021,
yeah.
2021. Mm-hmm. So wait, it's been 3 consecutive years since you've been doing it?
2021, 2022, 2023.
All right, let's go back in time though.
Yeah.
From your very first, well, actually, let's talk about your music.
Okay.
When did you start writing music? When did you find your passion for this beautiful
art
that you go through? Yeah.
Yeah. So 2016, I would say that was like the first time I remember like starting to write stuff, I think I had like this like revelation one time, like I was driving, or not I was driving, but I was in the car, and I had heard that song Airplanes by B.O.B. and Eminem and Haley Williams. Yeah, Airplanes, the nice guy. Yeah. Anyway, so like I heard that song, and like the concept of the song is like, what if I had never done this? What if I had never, it's like what if? That's what they're talking about. And I had like this epiphany and was like, yo, what if I decided to like write what I have to say, or like the thoughts in my head, and put them down on paper, and like just what if I did, like what if I told my story? And it just spawned from there. I started writing little raps and stuff like that, and it was horrible at first. Everyone's got to start somewhere, but yeah, it was really bad looking back. But yeah, no, you grow a lot as a person, and you grow a lot as an artist as well. So it's just gone from there. So yeah, I would say since I was 16 years old. So
and B.O.B. got the flows.
Oh man, yeah. What's crazy is he like dropped that one really big album, and then was just kind of like peace. I feel like a lot of artists do that though. They drop one fucking good album and then they just dip out.
Yeah, that's strange. So 2016, you already graduated at 2016.
No, I was 16.
Oh, you was 16.
Yeah, so I was still in high school.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
16. That's a good age to start, actually.
Yeah. You're really trying to figure yourself out, and when you can use something like positive to help navigate yourself, in the world, because I mean we're all trying to just figure out who we are,
Yeah.
So especially at that age. So yeah, when you have an I guess a compass to help guide you, and help you grow at that kind of age, it's important to have a positive outlet.
So did you ever do any like talent shows while you're still in school?
No. I thought about it. I just wasn't experienced like doing like live stuff, and I don't know if I was too confident with like the songs I was making, because I'm like such a perfectionist, Yeah. So if I don't like totally love it, or I'm like they probably aren't gonna love it. So I didn't really do anything in high school, but I did used to do Copeland was my English teacher in Enterprise, and he was also the drama teacher. And so he had access to the drama class, or the drama room, and it had a stage on it. So I went and bought like a cheap microphone and a speaker, and would like play my the beat over the speakers they had in there, and then just have my little vocal box with the speaker and everything, and would like rap,
really?
To it. Yeah. So I was practicing in high school, because he would let me even skip class. Like he would be like, oh, Calvin needs to do, homework or something like that in my class. And so I could skip classes. It was like PE or something, nothing crazy. But yeah, no, he like really like let me, and every like lunch I was there, just in there, just dope. Trying to like master my craft type shit.
That's cool, dude. I remember when I was in, I think it was like 6th, 7th grade. I was in band.
Okay,
I played the clarinet, and then we work all year or all semester to do like something on stage for the whole school to see. And and then I'm like, I'm ready for a couple months. But then like the week of, I'm like, oh shit, I'm not ready.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
And then the day of, I remember I called in to school. Or I just didn't show up because I was so scared. Dude.
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking.
It's nerve-wracking.
Especially at that age, bro. You're not like fully comfortable with yourself, and we're all like, I mean, we all have like our insecurities, but like like as a teenager, dude, like having all those eyes on you, and then I mean, dude, that age, kids are ruthless. You know what I mean? They are brutal. So yeah, and it's definitely nerve-wracking for sure. So I understand the fear.
They're like, you remember when Frankie like played the wrong note?
Yeah, right. Yeah. What's funny is like we think about shit like that, but one thing I've noticed is like we're always so worried about like what we're doing, but everyone's also worried about what they're doing. So no one's paying that much attention to us unless, and if they are, they probably don't have a whole lot going on in their life. So
that's so true. I was talking to somebody else on the last podcast.
Yeah.
Because he was saying he messes up sometimes when he's on stage playing guitar or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like he notices it, but for the people in the crowd, they're like, oh, that's how the song's supposed to go. Like most people don't really know or care, actually.
No. And that's, I mean, I've messed up plenty of times, and then like you think about it, like when you're doing rehearsals and stuff, like what if I fuck up? Like, oh my God, I don't want to mess up. And it's like, dude, when you're up there, no one probably will notice. Yeah. And that's also the nice thing about being, an unknown or relatively unknown artist, and not everyone knowing your songs is they're just gonna be like, okay, this is part of it, know. And what else was I gonna say? They don't know it, and so you're just like, okay, just roll with it, And even if they're like, you're just like, I'm human, So it's the way it goes, and we all make mistakes. So
okay, well, from doing those practice stages and what's his name? In his class right
Copeland,
there, Mr. Copeland.
Yeah, Mr. Copeland.
How did that evolve to, taking it outside of school to where you're writing music and then you're like finally decide, you know what, I think I want to go on stage somewhere. I remember, I think maybe you had something planned before this, but one of your first shows that I've heard of was the Wind River one.
That was the first one, man.
Yeah, so how did you build up the courage to do that and even like prepare for such an event?
Man, it was another one of those just execute, you know what I mean? And that goes back to the whole, like, the music scene wasn't, as it is now here in this town. And so, it was like, I haven't had any sort of opportunities. No one ever invited me to shows. No one was like, hey, I know a guy. I was all just me. Like, I was like, I didn't have any connections or anything. And so I just put out an album called Gray Area at that point, and that was in 2019. And then I did the album release party at Wind River in 2020, and that was, I think it was January something. And so it was just before the pandemic happened and just before the entire world shut down. Yeah. And anyway, so what I had done is I went and bought all my own equipment, bought speakers, microphones, everything I would need, because I was like, if I'm not going to have these connections or, I don't get invited to shows, which you can't expect that, you can't expect handouts, you've got to just make your own lane. And that's what I did. And so I was like, fuck it, I'm going to buy everything. I'm going to, everything out of my pocket, and just sent it to Wind River. And I was like, if I'm going to do this, for the first show, let's do it up,
Oh, really?
So, yeah. And I didn't charge tickets at all. It was free entry, which was crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, especially for how much we paid on the room and stuff. So
that's a big room.
It's a big ass room. We filled that bitch up though. Like looking back at pictures, I'm like, fuck, dude. Yeah. For the first show, like there was well over 100 people easily. Wow. And just it was a good turnout. So especially
with how many events that they have there already, and then you just kind of squeeze right in there.
Yeah. It was definitely last minute, and we tried to do it like in 2019, right as the album I had put out, right as it dropped, and they were so booked up because like Christmas, Thanksgiving, like all, even Halloween, like all that holiday season was just flooded and booked. So I was like, fuck it, let's just wait till January. So
So was it just you that first time, or did you have a couple other guys that kind of opening for you, or?
Yeah, so I had some people that I had known, and some people that really hadn't like performed live in front of a crowd as well. So that was pretty unique. Like we had Augie. That was Augie, and then a buddy of ours, a mutual friend, Chandler. He's made some of my beats on some of my songs, and they had a group or whatever at the time, and so I was like, those were like relatively the only people that I had known like that made music. And then I had my cousin's buddy, so and then like they had some mutual friends as well that they knew, so they invited them. So yeah, it was relatively small. Like I didn't have all these connections that I do now, you know, so it was just like kind of, I know these guys, they make music, you guys want to open up for me? And you know, so
yeah, so let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Wow, I'll be so scared just planning it out. That's my worst thing, is planning things out. But you do a pretty good job on that, especially with like the Flows by the River and all your other shows that you do. So during that concert, how nervous were you? That first one at Wind River?
Oh man, I probably went to the bathroom. I probably pissed so many times before I went on stage. You know, you get those nervous piss, you know what I mean? Where you're just like, fuck, dude, I gotta... Yep, just kept going. And also what I did was I didn't have anyone see me besides like my people before the show. So like none of the crowd had seen me the entire time for any of the sets or anything. So I remained hidden, you know, because I wanted to like come out and just be like, you know, first time appearance, you know, type shit. And so when I first got on stage, that was the first time people were seeing me. So that's what I did. So I just remained like anonymous, was like going through the crowd, you know, just trying not to be seen. So that was funny.
So there's a song that you released that hit a million streams. Was that in that first album there, or was it?
That was in the album before, the Gray Area album that we were talking about. So that was like the first like actual album I put out that was like on iTunes, Spotify, and all like the major streaming platforms. That's called The Search for Something Greater, and that was really as I was like really evolving and just trying to figure out my sound and, you know, where I wanted to go. But that was like the singles that I rolled out for that album. Steal Your Heart was one of them, the one that got, you know, that has well over 1 million streams. But yeah, that was like the beginning of like, okay, this is my path I'm taking, and this was like where I'm gonna start. You know, it was like my beginning basically.
That's so crazy to even just to reach like 1,000. It's
crazy. 1,000 is still like, no, it's a lot. You're like, fuck, dude.
And then you times that by, what is 1,000? It's like 100 or so, or 1,000
times 1,000. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, I don't know.
You'd think I'd be good at math, but
yeah, I suck at math. Words are my thing, not numbers. But yeah, man, when you multiply that, it's crazy to even think like.
What was it like seeing those numbers just go up, and just that's insane to me.
You know what? Can I drop? You want me to drop like, I haven't told too many people this, but like how it happened, like the snowball effect of how it happened.
Oh, sure.
All right.
Top
exclusive.
Secret.
Yeah. Yeah. Like only like my inner circle people know this, and you know, a couple people. So, what had happened was I had put the song out in, I think it was February. Yeah, it was my wife's birthday because it was a song for my wife. So I put it out in February. And it got like, I grinded my ass off to get like people to listen to it, and it was like really well received, you know? So I was like, okay, dope, like people like this song, and like that was cool. And I think it got like 500 views, and I was like, fuck yeah, dude, 500 views.
If I can get 500 views.
Yeah, bro. It was nice, and like I hadn't had numbers like that before, you know? And so I was like, okay, cool, like people dig this song. So what I did was, back in the day, for when you had to like try and get your songs out there, what you would do is you would submit your songs to like YouTube playlists that would have like, they would share like underground artists, you know? And so like I basically submitted it to all the like indie artists that I would listen to, submit it to those YouTube playlist pages, and they would take it, and if they liked it, they would be like, hey, we're gonna throw it on our page. If not, they probably wouldn't reply, or just be like, hey, it doesn't fit for my channel. And that's how it is, right? And so I submitted to, dude, I'd probably like 50, you know? You just got to shoot your shots and hope one hits, you know? And anyways, I'll make it quick. So, yeah, I sent it out, and then a couple pages had picked it up, and I was like, dope. Okay, so I got on there, you know, got some plays, a couple thousand, you know, views on the YouTube videos. And I was like, cool. So then what had happened, you remember those Call of Duty like montages and shit like that?
Yeah.
Like FaZe and like Optic and all that shit, which I'm sure they still do, but it was really big, like, you know, in the early 2000s, even the 2010s, you know. So some clan had made, a Call of Duty clan had made a montage, and what they had did was they had hacked YouTube, and so they made ads on YouTube videos, and people couldn't skip them.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it was like a huge thing. Like, it was like, oh, people, so-and-so, you know, hacked, you know, YouTube, and so they took my song and put it over their non-skippable ad in their montage. And like the montage, like the quality was just ass, bro. It was like 2040p. Like, it was shit, dude. You know? But everyone was like, yo, the video's trash and this montage is awful, but where can I find this song? Yeah. And then just from there, people were like, yo, this song's dope. The ad ended up getting 10 million views.
Oh, shit.
And then people were like, yo, where can I find this song? And then it just went from there. And yeah. It was crazy. I just woke up one morning and like I'm watching the views go by the hour, by the thousands. Wow. Thousands by the hour. See,
that's the mastermind behind you, because like I wouldn't think of throwing it on YouTube playlists. So
yeah,
how did that you're just like, I need to grind. I need to put it towards something and actually put an effort to like share it, really.
Honestly, I just study what other people are doing. You know, and not like in a copy way, but like, okay, this person is doing this and their music's here, or, you know, they're, you know, applying it over here, you know. The same thing like when TikTok was first introduced, you know, you watched a lot of like artists and even people just blow up or get popular. And so you're like, okay, what are they doing that's working?
Yeah.
And then let me apply it to my avenue and, you know, my sound or whatever you're doing, you know. And so that's basically, I just study how shit works, you know. I pay attention to patterns and, you know, okay, this is what's received and what's not. And
yeah, I think that stuff really does matter too, because you get like you create something, mm-hmm. and I don't know where I'm going with this. I lost my train of thought, honestly.
That's all right.
But like, yeah, with TikTok, you just gotta almost bandwagon off something else to kind of follow that. Things get trendy.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
yeah.
You got to figure out what the trend is, and then that you got to work with it to try to push
apply it to yours.
Mm-hmm,
yeah. Yeah. Like I said, studying is just the best way to do it. You know, see what works and what doesn't. And I think what you're going down about just creating something, because sometimes you could create something and it's like, bro, it's gold. You know.
Yeah.
But if like not the right people see it, or the right, you know, market, or the right, you know, demographic, it could completely get lost on the internet, because there's just so much shit being put out. You know what I mean? Like, there's millions of podcasts, there's millions of artists just in certain genres, you know. There's millions of different vloggers, there's millions, you know. And so like you have to really set yourself apart first of all, and make something authentic and unique, and bring something to the table that's gonna, you know, impact people in some sort of way, you know. And I think it all goes back to like making people feel something, you know, feeling something authentic. And like I said, that's with music, with anything. You connect with people, you just build a connection and then go from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you did it. You made it happen.
I mean, I'm still doing it, but
you're still doing it.
What's crazy is like, I'm like, yeah, I've been making music for 10 plus years. This is still the beginning, bro.
Yeah.
It's still the beginning. And I actually saw a video by a producer named Kyle Beats. He makes really cool, like...
I just recently started watching his YouTube videos.
Yeah, bro. Kyle Beats is dope, man. But I watched one of his recent videos, and he was talking about how he made, like, this fake artist. And he made, like, this song, like, completely under a different name, and He had one of his buddies record it and stuff, and they were like, can we just make a viral thing and just put it out, you know, and make it blow up just off of one song? Just, can it happen, you know? Mm-hmm. And then he had a message at the end, which I like really resonated with, you know, is like, this isn't something that's like a flash in the pan, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like when you're doing art or any sort of like creativeness, you know, you're building longevity, and that's what you got to aim for, is longevity. Like, how long are you willing to stick it out and put in the effort, put in your 10,000 hours, 10,000 plus, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, it wasn't even till I like put that 10,000 hours in till I got that, you know, mill, or even started to get a snowball effect, or build anything, you know, with substances. You got to be in it a long time and just dedicate and the effort.
No, I love that, because his main theory was like, oh, people think people are getting famous just off of luck or timing. Or
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, let's try to make this random artist, see if he pops off based off of luck or based off of skill.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he tried advertising it as much as he can on TikTok, matching it up with like Kayos and trying to make it go viral, basically, just as off one song.
Mm-hmm.
But it ended up not working out. And he's like, look, guys, there's a little bit of luck.
No, it really is. It's the universe. It has a plan. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna do something. You know, because like I mean, what I did to make like Steal Your Heart get into a certain, like I did a little bit. You know, I put the work in and I made it, and then I sent it to these certain avenues. But like sometimes the universe just takes shit and it'll just go from there. And it's really one of those things that you just take your hands off the wheel and it does. You know, and so that's kind of like where I've been at lately in terms of creating. It's just like, let the universe take it. Whatever happens, happens. I'm going to create what I create. And if it gets, 4 views, and it does, and people, no one liked it, but I liked it. And that's what's important to me. You know what I mean? But if it gets, 4 million, sick, Yeah. So I just try not to focus on the numbers anymore because I drove myself crazy.
Oh, I'm driving myself crazy right now.
You'll drive yourself insane. And it led me down a dark path because you're sitting there trying to recreate what you had done before, and then it's just not the same, because you weren't thinking about, oh, let me make a hit song or let me make the most popular thing that people are going to love. You were just doing what you loved, and what happened.
Yeah.
So that's important.
Yeah, I do definitely get like worried. I'm like, am I doing the right thing? Because then sometimes the numbers will be good and sometimes numbers will be bad. I'm like,
right.
Did I do that wrong, or is it just the wrong timing or something? And I get sad at myself. I'm like, man, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
So I'm like thinking, what should I do better?
Yeah.
And I try not to like make it a job or like try to worry too much about it because it doesn't matter. I have no control. You just gotta let it flow.
Yeah.
Just gotta, like you said, just gotta keep doing what I do.
Yeah.
But
and
it is
just
so,
wait to see what happens.
It is so hard not to get like upset.
Yeah, bro. It'll, like I said, I've been there. I've drove myself insane and like straight just depressed myself. Fucking like I said, spiral. Because you get so focused on like, oh my gosh, this didn't get 300 views in the first few hours or it. Yeah, bro. It's a terrible mindset to get in. So if you just enjoy what you're creating and you create it and you do everything possible in terms of promoting it and like advertising or whatever you're doing, this is in a general sense, as long as you put the effort in, and if it doesn't pan out, it just doesn't pan out, and that's part of it. You're gonna have hits and you're gonna have misses. So
yeah, it's crazy. Just keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
But okay, let's go back to, so you had the Wind River.
Yes.
And then from there, you said COVID just started, so you weren't allowed to do any shows really.
Yeah, man, because like that Wind River show, it really opened a lot of people's eyes. People were like, oh, like this could be something, And I think even Houston, For the People, him and Ozzy, his label, Houston was like, yo, Kayos really set like a precedent for like what shows could be here. And I was like,
me?
Damn. Yeah, like to hear that, because I like me when I'm in it, I'm just trying to make the best thing possible. You know what I mean? And to hear compliments like that, like, you set a new bar, or, whatever, you're like, well, fuck, okay. Like, damn, that really is like, it's great to hear, but then you're like, shit, what are we doing now? And so that was going to be the momentum, like we had the momentum there, and then all of a sudden the world changed and got shut down, and so it was kind of demoralizing, and it was like, all right, we all had to take a step back and realize what's most important and stuff. So
yeah, that was a crazy time.
But hell yeah.
So I would think like a year, maybe 2 years have passed, and you figured it was time to come back.
It's time to come back to reality.
Come back to reality.
Yeah,
that's right.
And that's why I named it that. It was like, all right, let's get back to our normalcy. And even like planning that show, I was like, it's a little risky doing a show right now because it was in 2021. Right. It was still very
questionable.
Like, yeah. And so that's why we did it like out in the sticks and everything, where no one would really like come try and shut us down or anything like that. So I was like, we're just gonna do it, a little private show, and see what happens. Like hopefully people want to come back, and I think everyone really accepted it with like arms wide open, everyone was like, no, let's get back to this shit. And so it was cool. Everyone
do something for once.
It was like, yeah, exactly. That was like, let's go outside, let's go do something, and so to have people just, like I said, welcome you like with arms open and everything, it was really nice. And it was a good feeling, and it was like, okay, we got our momentum back, and then it just went from there.
Wow.
Yeah,
back to reality. The first show, you came back from COVID, and you're like, this is it. So you created that momentum again, and from there,
luckily,
and from there you kind of just, it really showed artists, you and just the local scene, like, yo, we're really gonna do this right now, like we're gonna keep going. And I want to not congratulate you, but like appreciate you for,
thank you,
because you're out there, you're doing all this hard work that nobody else is really doing. Because a lot of I don't know, actually,
don't quote you on that.
Don't quote me on this, but a lot of artists out there, really, they're just doing their own music, doing their own thing. But you're out here creating these events, that way they could put their music on
a higher platform.
On a higher platform.
Absolutely. And that's kind of what the aim for Flows, like why it all happened, was like, okay, I didn't have these these opportunities, so let me create it for other people, and I think that's like along what you're saying is, I mean, I took a step back and was like, let's not make it about me, let's make it about the community. And I think that's why it was accepted so well with everybody. People want something to do, and also people want to support local here, what I mean? They really do. And that's what's really special about this city, is like everyone will fuck with you if you create something good, and something that people can connect with and want to be a part of. And so I was able to do that somehow. Like I said, it wasn't my intent. My intent was just to help these artists get a bigger platform, the type of like show out that I have, because when we can pack a room with 100+ people, after, all your promo and everything for a show, I'm like, okay, well, let me help these other artists be able to do the same thing, So when we did the first Flows, I think there was like around 150 people. The next Flows, there was like 200+. And I was like, okay. And then so it's looking like probably around 300 people easily. This next show. So it's crazy how it's just expanding and growing. It's like, wow, at a rapid pace.
Rapid.
Yeah.
Do you ever get worried about, like, because you're this guy making all these events, and there's almost like this expectation, right? Do you ever get this feeling of expectations, like people are counting on you to make this the show? You ever get worried about not being able to, reach that expectation that other people are expecting?
I actually haven't surprisingly had that feeling yet. Hopefully I don't. And I think that's back to the whole, like, when you have expectations of yourself and they're not met, you're gonna, obviously be disappointed, and then you feel like you're disappointing everyone else and stuff. So I just know that I put in all the effort that I possibly can at, like, with financially and like time wise and everything, like I use all my resources, and I think that's why the shows do end up being as great as they are, and as elaborate, is because I do put everything I got into them. Like there's so much thought into them, from the name to the poster to who's on it to what we're doing, the aesthetic when you get there, the website where you buy your tickets. Like there's so much, like I do it all, you know what I mean? And then like I said, back to the artwork, that I do it all myself, but I have my team of people that also help me with things as well. I have my wife, I have, my brother that helps run merch. I have my buddy John that does photography, or he uses my camera and then I end up editing the photos later, but he takes the photos, so I have someone to take the photos. And then I have my buddy Jado that, he's a producer, and also he, is mixing it live, so I've got all of my people that, and then everyone that helps set it up, then I've got the security and everything. So like, it's a big fucking, like, excuse me. And that's that fusion rice bowl I had. It's all my people, and these are all my friends, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so to have that, like, group to help put on and like just be a piece to the puzzle, because without them, I can't do it all. You know what I mean? I'm not there setting everything up by myself, Right. I have all of these people that are there, collectively doing something. And so they it starts with me as the idea, and then like, you know, making it happen, but they're the ones that like really just help make it what it is and stuff, you know, because I couldn't do without them. So yeah,
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
NorCal, we're back again with the North State's biggest independent live show, the 3rd annual Flows by the River, August 5th at the Anderson River Park Amphitheater, 6 to 10 p.m., 13 artists from our community holding it down for a monumental night. We're gonna have food trucks on site, and entry is free for all ages, as long as you don't mind the word fuck. We'll see you there. Peace.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. Honestly.
None of us do, dude. I promise you.
Just winging it. I just feel like I need to be doing something, and then you just do it.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, bro. That's how it starts. You know, you learn along the way, and you learn from experience. You know, there's no better like way to learn than just applying it and then being like, okay, this worked, this didn't. You know.
Yeah.
Even back to the Flows by the River shows. You know. There's things that I did where I'm like, I'm not doing that next year. You know, like that was a horrible idea. Like, for example, having 17 artists last year. Fuck no, I'm not doing 17 artists ever again.
Yeah.
There's so many people, and it went till like 11 o'clock, bro. I didn't get home till like midnight, 1 o'clock. I was like, this is horrible. My body was sore, and it was terrible. So, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you got to draw the line because you want to put as much artists as you can.
Yeah, bro.
But then you got to be like, dude, I got to get home. I got to work tomorrow.
Yeah, my body hurts. I've been walking for 12 hours, you know, just back because I don't take breaks when I'm doing it. Like, I literally am just so go. My wife's like, did you eat? I'm like, no. It's been 8 hours since you ate. Yeah, well, I bet, you know, because I'm just so in go mode, you know. Yeah. And so, yeah, Yo, that was crazy.
Did you hear that? Was that a ghost?
Bro, I hope so. It
made like a noise, didn't it?
I heard I think you may have picked it up in the mics. That was crazy, actually.
Oh, no.
Dude, this is perfect fucking thumbnail. Clickbait. It's perfect clickbait, bro. Ghost haunts podcast stream, dude. That was weird.
My lights have been flickering like that lately, though.
Have they?
I don't know what's going on.
But I heard a noise, too. That was a weird, like...
It's like a whistle.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Damn, that was tough. Damn. Hell yeah.
What'd you bring here?
Dude, I got nothing.
You brought that Kayos here.
Yeah. Yo, let's go. I guess so, man. I'm channeling something.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's all good, positive spirits, you know, so.
How'd you come up with the name Kayos, by the way?
Good question. I don't think I've ever been asked that on, like, you know, on this kind of platform.
I know it has to do with your last name.
It does. Yeah, Calvin K. Kayos. I want to say, like, my mom helped come up with it somehow. Like, I'd seen it, like, written down somewhere, which I was like, what were you doing? Which I have yet to ask her that, so I think I will sometime. But anyways, yeah, my last name, K-A-Y, and then the word chaos, and so it's just a play on words, and, yeah.
Wait, so your mom called you Kayos before you came up with it? Oh.
No, she just, like, I think I'd seen it written down on a piece of paper somewhere. Like, at our house, just, like, randomly written down. And I was like, what is that? You know? I was, like, you know, probably, like, 17, 18, 19 maybe. And I just seen it written down. I was like, that's tough. Like, what? Yeah, like I said, I think I need to get the details on, like, why my mom had written that down. Or if that's just a false memory. But, like, yeah.
So you said 17? But you started writing music before then. Did you have, like, a different name before that?
Yo, let's go.
Let's go.
Yes. Dude, we're digging deep. I dig this. I dig it. So, yeah, I went by CK.
Just CK?
CK, you know, like J. Cole, like, you know. Oh. It was just my first initial, and then K-A-Y, CK, which was dumb looking back at it, you know. But it is what it is. You know, you got to start somewhere. Yeah. And so I started with that for a while. I think I put out an album, which I won't name, under CK, or maybe even 2. But then I was like, okay, it was like a rebranding sort of thing. I was like, I need to, like, get an actual artist name. I need to, you know, hone in on it, like what I want to do. And so I was like, I just rebranded as Kayos, and everyone was like, this is sick. So,
yeah, Kayos is sick, especially because it's a play on your last name, and it's just misspelling chaos because a lot of rappers do have, like, rapper names that are, like, similar in that way. They just create something out of or they just spell something differently. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
like
weird.
even Cardi B, like it's like a play off of like her name. Nicki Minaj is like it's a play off of her name. Eminem, his initials M and
yeah.
and he just Eminem. He like, which I don't know how the fuck you'd think of that. That's a stretch and a half, you
That's
know, to
crazy.
be like to spell it out like that, to take your bro. But that's why he's so clever, I guess. But yeah, no, there are some people just, you know, they take their name or like parts of it, or you know, and they blend it into their actual name. So
amazing. So we were at Back to Reality. You did that show, came back after COVID.
Yeah, full force, man.
Full force. And then after that, we've got so many local come up artists, and I almost want to say you opened that door for them. Yeah,
wow.
I think you did. I
think
you opened
bro.
that door. They saw you doing it, and they're like, dude, I can do that. And then it kind of made the scene pop up just recently, and it's cool to see.
It is. It's amazing.
Because there's nothing really before that. There's
not
that I can remember.
I mean, small shit, like super underground, where you'd have like 15 people, you know, like, which is, you know, fine. I'm not hating on that, because, you know, I've done shows where there's like 15 people, you know, but like you didn't have that mass, like, at least market to reach out to people, or you didn't hear about it on social media, you know. I feel like now I luckily have been able to be, you know, blessed with this avenue and this platform that I have and the audience that I have. You know, it's been really receptive well, and it means the world to me to hear stuff like that. Like my 16-year-old self, you know, is just like,
can't
fuck
believe.
Yeah, dude, so proud of you, you know. And that was like after doing those shows, after like Back to Reality, the first flows, and you know, the shows we were doing after that, it was like, damn, for the first time in like a long time, I had reached a point where I was really fucking proud of myself. And I don't think I've had that feeling, you know, like really ever, even after like Steal Your Heart. Like it wasn't like I'm proud of myself, because like I already made the song, and so just it was cool. Like it's amazing, you know. But like that, I think it's something like the shows. It's a lot more tangible. You know, you get to see the faces of the people that support you. You know, you get to meet them. You get to see the emotions you bring out of them with your songs, and so it's something really like physical and tangible, you know, and it's a real connection. Not saying the songs, because they do their own thing, but like the numbers, they're just numbers at the end of the day, you know. They don't like, it's cool, but like they're just numbers. What am I going to do with those numbers, you know, besides flex, which I ain't going to do. You know, like it's cool, but then you sound like an asshole. And there's people with tens of billions of streams, so it's like, it's not that, you know, cool, you know. But when, like I said, when you have those authentic like connections with people and the live shows, and you know, you have a sense of community, and you really feel it. And so it's impactful, especially
locally. You're seeing people listen to your music, and it's changing their lives, like you're saying. It's just like, it makes an impact on their life. You're like, oh, I really maybe saved your life or something, or you know, whatever you're going through, my music helped you go through that. And
I hear that a lot too, you know. And it really puts weight on like what you do. You know, you have that kind of like in the back of your head, you know. I think in one of my lines on my last album, I think it was the last song, 25, I had said something along those lines, you know, every time I get messages from fans makes me think back to every fucking penny I saved up. You know, it's like, like you think back to that shit like, wow, what if I'd never done this? You know, what if so-and-so had offed themselves? Or, you know, what if so-and-so decided not to take this path? Or what if they went down a darker path? Or, you know, what if they decided to do drugs rather than do art, you know? So yeah, man, you think about like it's like a butterfly effect type shit, you know? So
it really is. So with you like bringing up these artists and like making these events for them, you ever think about almost being a manager, like managing these type of, because you kind of do take control of these events, and like you provide speakers, you provide audio, you provide a lot
lighting,
of this stuff,
everything.
Lighting, and these people show up and they do their thing.
So one of the like goals or like a dream of mine, like I really want, and if I had the financials to be able to do so, I would love to have a venue as big as like the Civic Center, fucking something massive, you know, like Movies 8 was like available for a while too, and I was like, dude, if I had fucking however millions of dollars to be able to buy the Movies 8, I would turn that into a full-on music venue. Just, and I would rent that. I would max that bitch out every single week. I would. And if I had the financials to do so, that's one of the things I want to do. And I want to do it here, you know. Like, I don't plan on leaving this place, you know. I don't want to, you know, like a lot of artists even, you know, they'll have, you know, little glow ups or whatever, and they'll go to LA or Hollywood or whatever, and, you know, they'll do their own thing, which is cool, but like I really want, like, this has always been home to me. Like, this is, you know, always been my home. And so I want to put on for the city, and if I can do something along those lines here, because the momentum's already there, you know, like we were talking about, you know, so if we can get that and put it on a bigger scale eventually, bro, that would be everything.
We could be the LA of the North.
Yeah, North State.
Yeah, North State. We could be our own entity, really, rather than...
We're on our way, dude.
Yeah,
it's growing. It's growing exponentially. Like, I can't even imagine where we're going to be at in 5-10 years, dude.
Probably, like, flying cars.
Right. Yeah, fuck, for real. Well, yeah, now we got aliens, so that's cool. Maybe they'll teach us something cool.
Yeah, maybe they'll bring some dubstep down or something.
Yeah, bring dubstep back, baby.
No. Let's see here.
But yeah, that, like, to wrap up what I was saying, yeah, like that's a huge goal. Like, that's like one of those, like, seems like really far, you know, but it's just little baby steps, you know. You got to take those steps to be able to get to, you know, where you want. And that's something I really, really want to do. So to answer your question in terms of manager for specific artists, probably not. I like to, like, help people and, like, along a path a little bit, but also like it takes away from what I'm doing, and I'm still my art, like, you know, I'm me, and I'm still trying to build my art too, along with everyone else, you know. So I'm not this, you know, God figure. I'm still learning and still, you know, building along the way with everyone else, you know. Luckily, I've just been fortunate enough to, you know, I guess provide for everyone else, but also, like, be a leader. So yeah, that's a really cool feeling. So yeah,
great feeling.
Yeah.
Especially with the Flows by the River 3rd annual coming up.
Yeah.
You excited?
I'm very excited, actually. Like, this work week was taking forever. Luckily, I only worked 3 days. But, yeah, as soon as...
How was that planning? So, you must be pretty busy this week, right? Like, what do you have to plan for?
I've been planning since January, if that puts it in perspective. So not like every single day type shit, but like it gets in motion at the beginning of the year. You know, I start figuring out what artists. I start talking, hey, you know, I've got this thing. I don't know if you've heard of it. You know, it's called Flows by the River. This is what we're about. This is what I'm trying to do. Would you like to be a part of it? You know, and then it just stems from there. Then we start figuring out, you know, okay, when we want to do it, when it's going to work best for my personal schedule, everyone else's. And then, yeah, so it's like promo, like brainstorming, like, you know, and sometimes like that's the toughest, like the promo. And that's what I think a lot of people struggle with, is just marketing themselves and what they're trying to sell. Yeah. And I don't know, dude, it just comes to me. You know, sometimes I'm just like, fuck it.
And just acquiring the venue itself, how do you go about something like that? You just kind of, do you go through the city? Or?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just got to reach out to the city, whether it's phone call or email or whatever. It's pretty easy, honestly. It's not too hard. You really just got to, like, if you're really about it, you know, just do the homework and, you know, make calls, make connections, and, you know, just reach out to people. You know, they're a business too. They're trying to make money, and, you know, they're trying to fill their venue. Just like if I had my, you know, venue, that's the same thing they're trying to do. So they want people to be like, hey, we're going to book this, you know? So, yeah. But yeah, a lot of planning goes into it. I think right now, like, being less than a week out, but this whole week has been actually pretty lax. So, like, you know, I'm able to be here. I'm able to, like, do things, and
the calm
there's been no stress.
Storm.
Yeah, right. But it's been nice. It's been super, like, laid back, which is nice. It's been, usually it's not that. So I'm enjoying it. I think now I just get to focus on the music and do my best performance, because unfortunately with these shows, that kind of gets put on the back burner, you know. It's like you kind of have to worry about all of this stuff. And, you know, like I said, most of it, I'm doing all of the little fine details, insurance, security, you know, paying for everything, you know, promoting it, everything, you know, everything that you see, even the stuff you don't see, I'm doing it all. And like I said, my wife helps significantly, you know, but it's just mainly us.
Yeah,
so
I didn't even think about the insurance. I don't think most people think about the insurance part of it.
$1 million insurance just in case.
Jeez.
Yeah. $1 million to $2 million, actually. So yeah, it's all kinds of like just details people wouldn't even think of, and yeah, security, and you know, you got to pay them, and you know, then you got to try and photograph it or video it, and yeah, there's a lot to it.
There's a lot to it, guys.
It's not easy.
You heard it here.
I'll be honest.
There's so much behind the scenes stuff, and just gotta thank Calvin.
You're amazing. You're amazing. Thank you, bro. It really, like I said, it means a lot. Like to be recognized for, you know, the effort you're putting in. You know, especially when you are an artist or a content creator. Or, you know, whatever you're doing, anything creative is a lot of what you do goes unnoticed. You know, there's stuff on the back end of that you'll be doing, you know, that I wouldn't know about, or you know, someone else wouldn't know about. You know, so you put in so much like back end work that people don't recognize. So when you get applauded, you know, or even just thanked, you know, or people being grateful for what you do is just, it means a lot. So it's like, oh, cool. I mean, you don't do it for that, but like, it's nice to feel appreciated. So, yeah.
Especially when you create these shows, and really it's free admission. Like everybody just goes there. They just got to show up. You don't need to pay $5. You don't need a bracelet or anything.
No. I think eventually kind of how I market Flows is basically like NorCal's version of a festival, you know, like your Hard Summer, your Coachella. That's like, you know, miniature version, you know, and it's going to grow, of course, but that's what I want it to get to. Ooh. I want fucking...
The Warped Tour in NorCal.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that would be sick. Just something like that. Like, I want Flows by the River to be massive one day, you know, and I think that's along the lines of, you know, having a big venue or something like that. Like, I want mass scale. Like, I want it, like, everyone knows about it. Yeah. Like, it's a yearly thing. Like, everyone's excited, which they are, but, like, the whole city, I want to know about it. And that's the goal for it. It's going to be a festival type shit eventually.
I think you're on the right path.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what.
Thank you.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
Sometimes I don't know how I do it. Like I said, sometimes you just have to just take your shot in the dark and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Like Nike says, do it. Like Shia LaBeouf and Nike say, just do it.
Yeah, exactly. You just, and that's with everything, bro. If you're like, don't listen to those voices in your head that are telling you, you know, oh, what if no one likes it, or, you know, this. Who gives a fuck, dude? Just do it, you know? And this is one thing that I try and tell people is no matter what you do in life, there's always going to be someone that has an issue with it or a problem. Bro, if you cured cancer tomorrow, okay? If you figure out how to cure cancer, you would still have those motherfuckers be like, took you long enough. Yeah. You know, like someone's always going to have a fucking issue.
They're like, why didn't you cure AIDS?
Yeah. Well, you could have done this instead, you know, like there's always going to be, So like, you're always going to have that. So just do what you want because it's always going to be there. People are always going to talk shit. Who cares? Yeah. They didn't cure cancer. Yeah. You know, so what are y'all doing? You're talking shit.
Advice. That's some good advice there.
So, yeah, that's the way I look at it.
One of the things I like about you, other than the music, is you have a great appreciation for Asian cuisine.
Fuck yeah, bro. I love my people, man, and their food. And I mean, Reading has, you know, a really big Asian community. You know? Yeah. And so, I mean, dude, I grew up with all y'all, you know? And so, yeah, food's fire, bro. I love me some sushi. I love, you know, everything in between. Alan goes Thai hard, food. Bro. Thai food. Dude, shout out to Thai Hut. Shout out to Alan, Rose, Fusion, all the places. Tarako, like, Tarako or Tarak?
I don't know.
Okay.
I call it Taroko.
Taroko?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some call it Taroko.
I like that. That one sounds cool, too.
I don't really know, honestly.
That's like Kobe. I'm like, bro, whatever. Yeah. You know? So, yeah, bro, everywhere. Like, I love me. I love all kinds of different food. I love food in general, bro. Like, real quick. Hopefully no one steals this. But I want to do, like, if I had the extra time, I would love to do, like a food review type shit. Like, I would love to do that. Like, if I didn't have to worry about like a regular job and like just the music and the shows and everything was my job and I had that extra time, I would totally do food reviews.
Dude, maybe you should manage Munch Gang.
Fuck yeah, dude. Let's do it. Like,
because people ask me all the time, they're like, you're Munch Gang, but you don't really eat anything. It's just, I kind of like gravitated towards conversation rather than food because it's so hard to eat food and like have a conversation or like
totally
like heat it up or something while having a conversation. It's just the timing, and nobody wants to hear somebody munching.
Smack. Some people like that ASMR shit, but like you know? That shit weirds me out, but like there's really people that enjoy it, which it's a niche market. But yeah, no, I would be like, okay, you know, if someone was eating and shit, like, but also, you know, if it was something cool, you know, like you could even have like, I mean, this is just spitballing ideas here, but you could just like, you know, say you have like, for example, you know, Thai Hut's pho. You know, like we're gonna try, you know, Thai Hut's pho. Had it a million times. I'll be transparent, but like let's just see, you know, it's consistent, and then or you can even be like a little shout out. You know what I mean? Like just to, like for your people, like whether you've had it 100 times or not, it's all good. You know, but just like help put that community and that like local, you business, know, business on. So yeah, I mean, you could find an avenue for it. I think it could totally work. You know, like you said, the details on like, you know, having the food warm and, you know, all that, you know, but people do it. I think it could work.
Yeah, maybe not. I think I'm going to separate the two. Cause I actually just recently filmed a mukbang at Taroko.
Okay.
A week ago or just over a week ago. Mm-hmm. So that's going to come out soon. But we'll see how that goes. And maybe it's like because some people, like with podcasts, they can't sit and watch a video for an hour. It's a long time for somebody's time.
Totally.
You could watch a whole movie. You could watch, like some people don't even watch The Flash because they heard it was bad, you know.
Or don't watch like, you know, Avengers Endgame because they're like it's 3 hours long. Or, like I've never seen Titanic.
Yeah,
that's 3 hours long. I'm like, not that I just haven't gotten around to it. I'm not opposed to 3 hour movies. Like if it's good, it's good, you know. But like it's a turn off to people, you know. They don't want to dedicate that much time, you know. So I mean, I get it, and especially like for people that they're not necessarily familiar with or like they're just learning about it, you know. Can I put everybody on real quick to a little hack on like stuff like that? Now if you got the mental capacity to keep up, but like YouTube videos or like even Spotify podcasts or anything like that, listen to it in double speed or at least quarter or 1 1/4.
Do you do that?
Fuck yeah, bro. That's how I get. So I watch like any video, it's like usually 1.75 speed. And I'm like, usually don't lean into the 2 times speed because that's fucking quick. But like I said, if your brain can process everything that quick, put it on, dude. You'll save yourself so much fucking time. My wife hates it because they're speaking so fast and like just, you know, just bust rhymes and shit. Yeah, exactly. Like, got to get it every single minute, you know. And but it saves me so much fucking time. Like, you know, I can watch a 15-minute video in half the time. You know, in you know 6-7 minutes. You know, so it's nice as fuck. It's bro, that's your life hack of the hour, you know. Wow. Watch it in double speed or at least, you know, 1 1/4 or something like that. Whatever your brain can keep up with and you can still, you know, process the information that's being told to you. Bro, it's a life changer. You will save so much fucking time, I promise you.
But you also have to have a brain processor that can process 2 times.
Exactly. You got to have that like that high speed quantum, you know, processing speed. You know, so, but yeah, I mean, my brain works like that. That could be like some ADHD I got or something, you know, but if you can do it, you'll save yourself so much time. Even work your way up. It's like training your brain. It's a muscle too. Yeah. You know, put it on like 1 1/4 speed and then 1 1/2 and then, you know, work your way up. So
I think I've heard that somebody famous does that too. Logan Paul. I think he watches everything like a time and a half or something.
Good, bro. Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, and most people when they speak very slowly and enunciate everything perfect. You know, so like you're like, I just need you to say what you need to say, bro. Like I just need to get my information out. You know, just tell me. So it helps that. You know, it helps that process. Right? Just okay, tell me, because I'm a very like straight to the point. Just tell me what you need to tell me, and let's move on. You know, so like no need. I don't need an introduction type shit. So it's very just like I like it.
Guess that's what makes you you.
Yeah.
Damn. I am a little bit buzzed.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
What a
I wish I could join you. If I wasn't
you didn't have to drive or something.
If I didn't have to drive, I would totally turn up with you for sure. Especially like I said, I don't have much I have to do for the show. So it would be perfect time to just sit back and relax and, you know, catch a buzz. Maybe we'll have to do a part 2 one day. If we get,
and I will not be buzzed that time.
Or I think both can be buzzed.
I think it's because I'm hungry because I didn't eat anything and I started
empty stomach will fuck you up quick.
So because usually I can handle my liquor, but not today.
That's all right. I have my moments because like sometimes I'll go out to like, you know, wherever, you know, and I'll get a drink first and I'll start sipping that down and then I'll look around and you start getting that like little delay with your eyes where you're like, Oh, and then you start feeling, you're like, yeah, my body tingles kind of. Like I get like a...
reverb.
Yeah,
your life almost has reverb.
Yeah. I get this like body reverb, and like, I start like entering a different frequency and vibration, which probably are, but yeah, no, I feel 100% what you're saying. So yeah, I always have a bad habit of like not eating all day too. So it's not intentional. Like some people like try and fast. Yeah. But me, I'm just like, oh fuck, I forgot to eat.
That's crazy to me. I think are you Italian?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I mean, I've never done one of those like 23andMe's. I'm sure like...
Are you Asian?
Dude, honestly, my wife is like almost borderline convinced I am.
What? Yeah. Why? What makes her think you're Asian?
Well, like you said, Asian cuisine, like my shit. Like I could get down on just about anything, and I'm open to try almost anything, you know. And like that's like my favorite kind of food. Like literally Thai hut once or twice a week, you know, if I can. So like that alone, like my obsession with like Asian cuisine, 100% love it. And then she always says my eyes, because like I mean, you're looking at me right now, and I'm like, you know. Yeah, like I've got this like just chill little, you know, chill to me. And then my dad also, like my dad, I mean, he loves Bruce Lee, by the way. Like always grew up like watching Bruce Lee videos and stuff like that. Legend, by the way. And people have mistaken my dad for being Asian too, you know, which or not as far as I know, you know. But they're like, oh, you know, because like he was into like martial arts, you know, when he was younger and in his 20s and stuff. And so they were like, oh, are you, you know, Asian? And he's like, no.
No, I don't think so.
No. And then, of course, the Hondas, you know. You know, like, I know these are all stereotypes, but there's a reason why stereotypes exist, you know. You know, that's the reason why Coco's like, you know, hey, I see your dad driving around and stuff in the Honda, you know. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's always just been, like, low-key there. Maybe, do I get, like, an honorary Asian? I think maybe.
Maybe. Let's ask the Asian community out there.
Yeah, we need a vote. I mean, some of y'all know me. Do I get an honorary Asian award?
You probably eat more Asian food than most Asians.
Very. I would be willing to go up to bat for that. Yeah. I would argue that for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, anyways, thanks for coming on to the podcast.
Dude, thank you for having me. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
We made it happen.
Made it happen.
Yeah.
We got something to look forward to. Flows by the River 3rd Annual. You guys need to show up. Or show out. What's that even mean? I've heard that.
Dude, I don't know.
Like, why do people say that?
Show up, show out.
What is show out? Is that?
I mean, like, how I perceive it is like, you know, show out, like you like, you know, do like your thing, like you really like bring your A game, I guess. You know what I mean?
Well, bring
like you
that.
show up. Yeah, but like, what would someone else? What would they? I mean, like energy. The crowd gives me energy, so I do know that. Like, and honestly, like just real quick, like. A crowd's energy can change my energy real fucking quick, you know? Like, and I think that's why Back to Reality was so, like, explosive for me, because everyone was so excited, and you could feel the energy, and, you know, people wanted to be there, and, you know, everyone was so excited and so present, like, in the moment with it. And so that can change, like, a whole artist's set, you know? It's just, like, the crowd response. Because, like, you know, if everyone's talking or just doing this or that, you're just kind of like, okay, well, they're not into it, I'm not that into it, you know? So that's it. Show up, show out.
Show up, show out.
Support your local artists.
Support your local artists.
Local businesses.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's what it's all about. All local shit, you know. So, yeah, we have vendors there. Yeah. You know, I'll be selling merch. I have some friends that are selling some shit. So, yeah, it's all community.
You may find your new favorite artist out there, too.
Fuck yeah, dude. You may find your new favorite artist. That's a fact, though. I mean, I think people have done that, at least with me, you know, not necessarily favorite, but like, they're like, yo, I fuck with this dude, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I have people that don't even like hip hop that come up to me and they're like, dude, you know,
bars.
They're like, bro, you changed my whole perception on hip hop music. I'm like, fuck, what? You know? Yeah, bro. So like when they're like, oh, this rap crap and da-da-da-da, it's usually the older heads, but that's fine, you know? But when I do, like, I've had people come up to me after shows and they're like, dude, you're incredible. I'm like, well, thank you, you know? Yeah. So to be able to change people's perception on an entire genre is fucking sick. So it's a good feeling.
Yeah. Speaking of that, you do have a great presentation. Stage presence.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I try. It's important.
It's very important
when you're an entertainer. You know, especially when you're not going against, but you know, you have all these other artists, especially 13. You know, you can get kind of lost in the lost in how many artists there are. It can be repetitive if they're all doing the same thing, or they all sound the same, which they don't, which is really awesome. I try and keep like a versatile mix of people, in different genres. So yeah, you got to do something to stand out, especially on a global, or even national level. Everyone wants to do their thing. Everyone thinks they're amazing, and everyone's trying to put out their art and show why they're great. So you've got to do something to stand above the rest.
Yeah, and you guys gonna be filming this event? Is there gonna be a little?
I think G Shoots. It's gonna. My buddy Jerry's gonna come out and do it. I think he's gonna hook it up with a video.
Yeah.
So, which is amazing. There's not too many videographers I know out here. There's a few, but it helps. Especially when something this big, you can have someone capture the moments.
Yeah, in the skate community, we like to say, no footy, no proof.
Hey.
Did it ever happen if it wasn't filmed?
Pixar didn't happen. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. That's fair.
All right. You got any last words for the people out there? Just show up to the show.
Come out. It's an amazing time. And like I said, this ain't even for me. This is for the community. This is bigger than me. This is bigger than Kayos. This is for the city. This is for the local scene, local music scene. This is for all of us, and we're going to continue to grow. And thank you for letting me be a part of it. And, I'm glad that everyone welcomes me and everything I have to offer to it. So it's a cool feeling. And thank you guys for always coming out and showing out. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
Everybody out there, just keep being the best version of yourself every single day. Not every day is going to be perfect, but, just make best with what you got. And don't stop creating. Don't stop doing what you love.
Wise words. And please check out his music. Check him out.
Yep.
Check him out. Check out the other artists' music. I'm going to put the flyer in the video right here.
And, right here. Right?
Yeah, right there.
Hell yeah. Right there.
Yeah. And please show up. I will be there.
Let's go.
I'll be there. I know a lot of people that are going to be there. Just show up and let's have a good time. Let's eat some tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Let's eat some ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get crazy. Show up, show out.
Safe but crazy.
Yeah.
Let's have a good time.
Please be safe. You paid for insurance.
Yeah, I don't want to have to use that shit. Yeah. So, it's there for a reason. But, everyone be safe. And that's one thing. That's why I tell people it's family friendly. It's a good environment. You ain't going to have no Astro World, Travis Scott type shit happening. Yeah. So it's a safe place. It's safe for your family. As long as you don't mind the word fuck, we are good.
And it could be your chance to check out the new little amphitheater that they got going on at the...
Yeah.
It looks nice. I'll tell you what, I haven't been there since, but I'm excited to check it out this Saturday.
Fuck yeah, this Saturday, August 5th. Let's go, 6 to 10 p.m.
6 to 10. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this episode of the Munch Gang.
Munch Gang.
Munch Gang, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
I did it at the same exact time. We were late.